everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Puppy Love. I am so excited to get this little picture scrapped. So this picture is of my puppy Shady, and this was within the first week of getting him. I want to say probably within the first couple of days, and he was so fat and so tiny, and his favorite toy was this monkey that he was sleeping on, and it was bigger than he was. He's in his little bed, all curled up, so cute, and I just absolutely love this little picture. So I printed this picture off as a square, and I believe it's probably a 4x4, I want to say. That's what it looks like. And I'm using the Puppy Love collection from Doodlebug, again, as I did in the previous video for this series. And I'm using some scraps from the last video, and then I'm also using some of the 6x6 paper. And I'm going to use these Spiegel Mom scraps sequins mix, and they're called Pandora's Ombre, and they're just a really, really pretty mix of light blue, dark blue, and then some light blue and dark blue flowers, as well as the cupped sequins. I found my Tim Holtz tool, distress tool, I guess is what you would call it. I'm not sure if that's the name or not, but I've had this for years, and actually I saw a YouTuber using it, I want to say like a month or so ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I bought one of these a really long time ago. I wonder what happened to it, because I used to love to use it. And so I went searching, and I found it in a random drawer of pretty much just a whole bunch of stuff that I don't use anymore. And so I pulled it out, and I used that on the layers, and I just kind of distressed the layers just to give it a little bit of texture, I guess, and it kind of brings up the paper. You can do this same technique with scissors if you don't have one of these. You definitely don't need one of these, but it's nice to give it a little extra interest. I also use my tiny attacher, as I always do, to attach my layers together so they don't like come apart when I'm trying to put them down. That's just something that I like to do, and I actually didn't have to glue any of those down because the picture's so big, and I stapled a lot, if you guys saw that. So I put the picture up on the pop dots, and just to give it that extra dimension. And now I'm going to pull out my sticker sheet and just look at the sticker sheet, and I like this red scallop edge, so I'm going to put that at the bottom of the layers just to add a little bit more red, because the photo, or not the photos, the papers that I chose, you can't really see the reds that much. You see more of the blues and greens, and I wanted to bring in some more of that red, and you'll see in a couple other places I'll bring in some red. So these little hearts right here were left over from, it was a scrap left over from the last layout that I created, and this blue piece of paper is too. So I'm going to use that to make a little layer at the bottom, and so that brings in some more of that red as well with the little hearts. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down, and then I'm going to pull out these sequins, and I'm just going to pull out a couple, well, not a couple, a whole bunch. I'm going to pull out a whole bunch. They're really pretty sequins, and you know, I'm not big on blue, like just like regular blue. I love turquoise and mint and aqua, you know, those colors, but I'm not really big on like primary blue. But obviously I have a little girl, so that's, you know, more so why I do more girly layouts, but I really have enjoyed using these colors. They're definitely out of my element, I guess. They're not colors that I normally use, like reds and blues, and so I'm getting to play with some of my mists that I don't normally play with because they're colors that I don't normally use. So I'm using the Dylusions in Cherry Pie, which is what I just used. And I was going to use the Heidi Swapp Color Shine, but that blue I don't think was the right color blue. So I pulled out Lindy's Stamp Gang, and it's a Starburst, and it is in Delphinium Turquoise. And you know what? This is really old. The Lindy Stamp Gangs that I have are really super old, and they still work perfectly fine. Now the spray nozzles, I'm not sure about those because I don't really use them as sprays. I use them more as like a splatter. And then for the green, it was Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Citron, which was perfect because these colors, except for the blue is not quite as deep or as dark as I wanted it to be, but it's okay because there is light blue in this collection as well that has, it peeks through in some of the papers. So I'm okay with that. And then I found this strip on the like cut apart sheet on one of the 12 by 12 sheets, and it says It's a Dog's Life. And so I'm just going to cut one of those off of that and make it into a banner for the top to kind of balance out the page. So there's one at the top and then one at the bottom. So what else am I going to do here? Let's see. I think I'm looking for some words and letters for my title. So I'm going to use these black thickers. Now there's no black in this collection, but in the picture his bed is black and white, and then his fur is kind of like a really dark gray and white. So I wanted to incorporate that. So the title is going to be Sweet Boy, and I wanted to use those blue, but then I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to bring in the red because there's not that much red on this. So these are the only red thickers that I have. They are actually like Christmas thickers, but it's okay. They're super glittery and really pretty, and I love them. So that is the title for this page. And then I'm going to cluster some sequins in a couple of spots, and then I'm just going to lay a couple all over the page and just glue those down. And I'm going to use my glossy accents to glue those down. And this dang thing, every single time it gets clogged. And I hate it because I put the lid on it as soon as when I'm done using it, I put the lid on it. And it still gets clogged. So to be honest, I really miss my fine line bottle. I really do. But I just can't. I just don't want to break down and buy another one knowing that it's just going to, break in 6 months. So I don't know. Sorry, I'm nasally. I'm still trying to get over this stupid sinus infection. But yeah, so I'm gluing down those sequins, and then I am going to change out, I think, one thing here. First, I'm going to glue this down because I forgot that I didn't glue it down. The mists, man, I just love them. I love the splattered look. I just love it so much. So this little bottom right hand cluster, I was going to put the word dreaming over top of that heart, but that heart just wasn't quite big enough. So I'm going to pull that little sucker up and put a bigger one down, and then put this word dreaming up on pop dots, and that's actually from a Maggie Holmes collection, the Bloom collection, actually. So pull out some stickers that you wouldn't ordinarily stick with a collection. They still might work. And it's just like a blue, it's like a turquoisey blue. And it works. So that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. Don't forget to head over to Lisa's channel to check hers out because I'm sure hers is amazing as well. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. There will be close-ups at the end. Do not forget to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye.